So you see me talk a lot about money on this channel, and the reality is, what is the point of money? If we really are to question it all, I'm sure you watch a lot of videos about money, but the purpose of money is for many people to generate wealth, or for me, it's to generate wealth. But what is the purpose of wealth? Well, the purpose of wealth is freedom. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about kind of how money relates to freedom and how we can so often lose sight of that goal, and how I personally have lost sight of that goal many times. But I've made a commitment to myself not to ever lose sight of the true goal. And it's not making a ton of money. It's about freedom. So the purpose of money for me is to generate freedom, really. And, and freedom through wealth. And it wasn't always this way. I remember when I was, when I first got it, started in business, I was in college and I was just dead broke. And I mean, it sucks being broke. You are confined, no matter what, you're confined from all angles. You can't afford all the food you want. You can't afford to live where you want. You can't afford to go where you want. You're just confined in so many just basic choices in life. And, for me, the not being able to live where I wanted, it really sucked in LA, because in LA, you have to live somewhere out in the burbs, and you have to drive really far to get anywhere, to see your friends or to see your family or to go to bars or whatever. And it isn't a lot of fun. And it isn't a lot of fun because, I remember growing up, I hung out with a lot of, there were a lot of rich kids around me. I grew up in an area where there were a number of rich people, and I remember they would invite me out to, lunch or dinners. They'd invite me out to go to bars with them. And I remember one time we were eating at a sushi restaurant somewhere in Melrose or something. And the bill came and he said, okay, let's split it all up. And my portion of the bill was like $85. And I just thought, I don't have that sort of money. Like, this is all the money I have right now. And I didn't want to seem not cool by being like, I don't have any money on me, or, oh, my credit card, I didn't want to seem weird like that. So money just, it keeps you from a lot of situations. And I see that in marketers too. So you cannot have enough money, but the other side of the coin is you can lose sight of what money's for, and people can take it the wrong way. And so many marketers in this industry, you may think John spends money like just crazy. But the actual reality is I am a crazy saver. I've been putting all of my money into my retirement account. I put all my money into savings accounts. I put it away. I keep it safe because the purpose of it is to retire. The purpose of money is to put it away very conservatively. Let it earn 4% interest a year, and just be super conservative with the money that you make so that it can eventually buy you freedom. And you figure for each $1 million you have in a retirement account that you will, or in the bank after taxes, that you will earn 4% a year on it. So if you have $1 million, you can, if you can live off of $40,000 a year, you'll make $40,000 a year off of $1 million. Not doing anything, nothing, nada, zip, zilch, zero. You just sit back, you do whatever you want, and that $40,000 a year will come in. Now you have $5 million in the bank, and you will make $200,000 a year. So $5 million can afford anybody a very comfortable retirement. My goal is a little bit higher than that. It's $6 million in the bank, tax-free, out, in my personal name, not in my company name, in my personal name, 6 million in the bank, tax-free. And I'm not at that point yet, but I'm getting closer. And that's the goal for me, is creating freedom. And I believe the goal of everyone here, the goal should not be to buy a fancy car. This is vain. And that takes away from your freedom. Because I look at it like this. Every dollar that I spend in an unfrugal way is taking away from my freedom, my ability to just be a person. And not enough people talk about that. So many people lionize spending money. And you know what? It doesn't matter if you aren't making a lot or if you are making a lot, you can go broke either way. So even if you're making $100 a week, if you're making $100 an hour, it doesn't matter. You should be saving up money because that money will eventually put away in retirement accounts or just safe places. I'm not going to get into investment schemes here because I'm not an investment scheme kind of guy. What I care about is freedom. And do whatever you can to create freedom in your life because that is the light at the end of the tunnel. That is the purpose. Business is hard. And I don't just do this for myself, okay? I don't just do this for myself. I do this for my kids because I want my kids to be able to do whatever they want in life, regardless of if it pays them money. And that's how people should be meant to live. You know, I have a friend who works so hard to give her kids the ability to just play music for a living. And that's really meaningful because she's allowing her kids to just do what they love and just be people and not have to worry about all of the details and the aggressive negotiations or the sales or the marketing or the accounting and the financing and the negotiating your tax bill and knowing all the legal codes to figure out how to save money. Business involves a lot of work. Managing people, all sorts of stuff. Business involves a lot of headaches. No matter what business you're in. I mean, you know what? I like doing YouTube. I love doing marketing. But the fact of the matter is, and I hear this BS all the time. You know, people say, oh, do what you love, do what you love, do what you love. You know what I love? I love going on long camping trips. I love going kite surfing. I love going skiing. I love spending time in my pajamas with my family, just all lying on our California king-size bed with my family, my daughters, and my dog and my cats on it, just hanging out. And the fact of the matter is, I'm never going to get paid money to just go skiing or kite surfing or camping or hanging out with my family. Now, sure, you could make an argument and say, well, you could start a YouTube channel about camping. But the reality is, then it becomes work, okay? Now, marketing is cool. I like video games. Marketing is kind of like a video game to me. And it's fun. The reward is great. But at the end of the day, let's be real here. The purpose of money is to generate wealth, and that is the purpose, to generate freedom. So let's focus on freedom. And this is just more of a somber video, but I just want to give you a counterpoint to all of the crazy money you see and the money guns. They're all coming back. They're going to be there in the next video. Don't you worry. But I just want to let you know, if you didn't, if you think I just spend like crazy, I'm actually very conservative with my money. And I hope you make a commitment as well to take back control of your finances and understand that light at the end of the tunnel. If I talk a lot on this channel about taking back control because I believe this is the most important thing in life. I believe our lives have been sabotaged from so many angles. The average human being is under so many systems of control. The education system of control, the corporate system of control, the financial system of control that brings us down and bleeds us dry, leaving us with nothing at the end of the day. At the very least, I'm going to work my darndest to get my freedom. And I'm not going to stop until I do. And I'm making waves. And I intend to go out into the sunset, hopefully sometime soon. So subscribe to the channel, enjoy the videos, and until I'm fully retired, which I don't know how long that'll be, I'll keep dropping major knowledge bombs for you. So again, hashtag take back control if you are committed. Subscribe to the channel as always. Like this video if you enjoyed it. If there's any questions you have for me about how I live my life or with my finances or anything personal, this is a great video. Ask that question about me. Anything personal you have questions about, ask it here, and I'd love to give you some answers. Have a good day.